Nobody talks about these English learning secrets. Stop scrolling. Let's be real. You've been trying to learn English, but something's not working. Right? Before we start, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell so you don't miss our daily lessons, and like this video if you want to finally speak English confidently. Because today we're sharing the secrets no one else talks about. And by the end, you'll see English in a completely new way. So let's jump in. This is the story of a girl named Sarah. Sarah always wanted to learn English. She didn't want to be perfect. She just wanted to understand movies, talk to new people, and maybe travel someday without feeling lost. She started with some basic words. Hello. Goodbye. Thank you. She could read them. But when someone talked to her, she couldn't reply. She froze. Her brain stopped. She thought, maybe I'm not smart enough. But that wasn't true. Sarah wasn't the problem. The way she was learning was the problem. Sarah used to think English was only about remembering vocabulary and grammar rules. So she wrote long lists of words. She tried to memorize them. She learned about tenses, articles, adjectives. But still, when she wanted to speak, nothing came out. She knew the rules, but couldn't use them. One day something changed. She started listening to stories. Not lessons. Not grammar charts. Just real, simple English stories. She didn't understand everything at first, but something about the rhythm made her want to keep listening. She noticed something important. Real English doesn't sound like textbook English. In the stories, people didn't say, I am going to the store. They said, I'm gonna go to the store. They didn't say, do you want to play? They said they want to play? Sarah started to hear these patterns again and again. Not once. Not twice. Many times. Her brain started to get used to them. She didn't memorize them. She just heard them. Again and again. And slowly she started speaking. The first secret is this: learning English is not about how many words you know. It's about how comfortable you are using the words you already know. Sarah knew 10 useful sentences really well. She used them all the time. She used them in different situations. With friends, with herself, even in her mind. She didn't try to be fancy. She tried to be clear. And that helped her improve faster. If you're a beginner, you don't need 500 words. You need 20 words that you can actually use. And then build from there. So instead of learning the word a complicated, learn a hard. Use a hard first. When you can use a hard easily, then maybe later you'll learn a complicated. Start with what you can say today. Sarah also started doing something simple but powerful. She repeated short phrases out loud. Every morning, she looked in the mirror and said, today will be a good day. She said, I'm learning English every day. At first it felt strange. But after 1 week, she said them more naturally. Her voice changed. She became more confident. So here's another secret: the mirror is your best speaking partner. You don't need anyone else to practice speaking. Look in the mirror. Talk to yourself. Smile. Say what you're doing. I'm brushing my hair. I'm getting ready. I feel sleepy. These small sentences are real English. And guess what? Your brain remembers what you say out loud better than what you only read silently. Sarah also discovered the power of listening. She didn't listen to fast news. She didn't listen to hard interviews. She listened to easy English stories every single day. the same ones again and again. She didn't get bored. She felt stronger each time. The more she listened, the more she understood. That's another secret. Repetition is not boring. Repetition is your best friend. If you hear a story one time, you might forget it. If you hear it 5 times, you remember the feeling. If you hear it 10 times, you start to say the sentences yourself without trying. It becomes automatic. That's how children learn. That's how you can learn too. Another thing Sarah did was talk to herself using questions and answers. She asked, "What time is it?" Then she answered, "It's 8." She asked, "Am I tired?" She answered, "Yes, I am." It seems silly, right? But it works. It trains your brain to think in English. Not in your first language. In English. That's the goal. So ask yourself questions. Answer them. Every day. Even small ones like, "What do I want to eat?" or "Do I like this music?" The more you think in English, the faster your brain gets comfortable. Thinking is practice. Sarah also started using the shadowing technique. This changed everything for her. Shadowing means you listen to someone speak and you repeat at the same time. Not after. At the same time. Like a shadow. It's hard at first. But it trains your mouth to move like a native speaker. It connects listening and speaking. She started with short phrases. "I'm happy." "What's your name?" "Let's go." She played audio and copied it like an actor. And slowly her accent improved. Her rhythm improved. Her confidence grew. Now here's a big one. Nobody tells you this. If you want to speak English, you have to make mistakes. Mistakes are not bad. Mistakes are signs of growth. If you're not making mistakes, you're not trying. Sarah made mistakes all the time. She said he go to school. Someone corrected her, he goes. She smiled and tried again. She didn't feel bad. She felt proud. Because mistakes mean action. Remember this, fluent speakers were once beginners who weren't afraid of making mistakes. Sarah also started thinking about what she wanted to say before she said it. That's another useful secret. She didn't try to translate every word. She thought in simple ideas. She said, I hungry, even before she knew it should be I'm hungry. And that was okay. Because the idea was clear. She learned to speak first and fix later. That's the smart way to learn. Don't wait for perfect grammar before you speak. Speak with what you know. Improve as you go. That's how real learning works. And here's another tip that helped Sarah a lot. She recorded her voice. Yes, she felt shy. She didn't like her voice at first. But when she listened, she noticed her mistakes. She noticed her progress. After a few weeks, she felt more relaxed when speaking. Because she had already heard herself many times. So try this, record yourself for 1 minute each day. Talk about your day. Talk about how you feel. Say your favorite sentence. Then listen. That 1 minute will teach you more than reading a grammar page. Sarah also did something powerful. She learned full phrases, not just words. She didn't just learn thank. She learned thank you. She didn't learn a want. She learned I want to go. She learned the whole piece. Because in real life, we speak in phrases, not in single words. So learn phrases. Say them. Use them. Then mix them. I want to eat. Guy want to sleep. Guy want to learn. See? Same pattern many uses. That's how you become fluent. Not fast. Not overnight. But step by step. Sarah kept doing all these things. Small actions. Every day. And one day something amazing happened. She met someone online. An English speaker. They started chatting. And guess what? She understood. She replied. Slowly but clearly. The person said, "Your English is great." Sarah smiled. Not because she was perfect, but because she was real. She could understand. She could speak. And that was her goal. And that can be your story too. You don't need a perfect accent. You don't need fancy grammar. You need consistency, confidence, and stories that make you feel. So let's review what really works. Speak out loud every day. Even alone. Repeat simple sentences again and again. Talk to yourself. In the mirror. In your room. In your mind. Listen to English stories. Not once. Many times. Use the same phrases in different ways. Accept your mistakes. Learn from them. And most of all, enjoy the journey. Because learning English isn't just about language. It's about becoming someone new. Someone who connects, explores, and understands the world in a new way. You already took the first step by watching this video. That's something to be proud of. Now it's your turn. Tell us in the comments, what's one sentence you're going to say in English today? Say it out loud. Type it below. We want to see your progress. And don't forget, we post new videos every single day. So hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and join our journey. Share this video with a friend who's also learning English. Help them grow with you. We're building something amazing here. Together. Thanks for learning with us.